Well, hello again, and welcome to day 3 of this 8-day coaching series. The fact that you're watching day 3 means that you're committed to the journey, and that's awesome. You've already started the growth process in just the past 2 days, and I pray that you'll continue to grow every day as you watch these online video teachings and also as you converse with your coach throughout the week. It is imperative that you are connecting with your coach every day because he or she is there to be your resource, whether you have questions or if you just need some encouragement. But this coach is also there to be your friend, and believe me, it's easier to go through life with friends at your side. Well, it's time to jump into today's teaching, and if you're ready, here we go.
Welcome to day 3. I'm so glad you've come back today, and we're going to discuss the third step the prodigal son took to go from rags to riches. On day 1, the prodigal woke up right in the pig pen and realized his need for God. Day 2, he got up. He made a decision to change. And you have made that decision to change, else you wouldn't be watching this video right now. The third step, once the prodigal got up, he had to go somewhere. So what is the third step? He went home. And the third step for you is to go home. What do we mean by that? To go home is to go back to your purpose, to go back to your created order. We were created, and our creation emanated in the environment of home. It's where we come from. It's our origination point. Now, we depart from that when we make decisions in life that carry us away from home. The prodigal decided to leave home because he thought the grass was greener on the other side. He would find out later that what he chose looked like a better life, but it turned out to be a worse life. It turned out to be a life that brought him much devastation, much disappointment, much depression. And so often that has happened in our lives when we thought we were making the right decision. The Bible says there is a way that seems right to a person, but the end of that decision is destruction. And for you, you may have found yourself in a mess, but you made the decision to change. God woke you up. And now, in this third step, you have decided to go home. This is my admonition to you today. Go home. Find your purpose again. Don't let what has happened to you destroy the fact that God made you in His image, and He made you for a specific reason, and that's why you're on the earth. What sin does, it deteriorates the purpose for our life. It takes us away. We miss the mark. The Bible says all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And that simply means we have missed the reason for our existence. And what happens now that God has come back into our life and He has saved us, we are born again, all of a sudden we realize, hey, my life is not a waste. It's not over. I haven't done something to destroy the potential that I have for my life. So I am going to take I'm going to let the GPS lead me back to home, back to my destiny, back to my purpose. And so we start on this journey of saying, I'm going to rediscover why I am on the earth. As I get rid of the crud, as the layers of sin and the effect of sin fall off of me, I begin to realize, hey, I do have a future. I do have a destiny. I do have a purpose. And so in your heart today, you need to resolve to go home. What is home? Home is the place of creation. It's the place of your birth. It's the place where your purpose in life was established by God. And when the prodigal made the decision, even while he was in the mess of his pig pen, to get up and to go home, that was the best decision he could make. So you've already decided to get up. You've decided to make a decision to change. But what is that going to produce? Well, you need to say, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go back to where my purpose in life was established. That purpose is a God-given purpose. It's a purpose that's lived out as you get involved with other people who have your best interest, not your worst interest. Usually that's family. And in the Christian context, when you come into a church, you come into a church family. And so as you come into this church family, The family has your best interest. They want to see you succeed. And so today, I admire you for making this step, not just to wake up and get up, but to go home and to say, I'm going to find my purpose for living again. I'm going to go back to the purpose for which God created me. I am going to reject those thoughts that say I've done too much bad in order to still have a positive reason to live. God can help you, and that's the purpose of His presence in your life. He begins to help you to see you haven't gone too far. You haven't made decisions that have taken you so far away from God that you cannot come back to the reason for your existence. So we're believing in you. We're cheering you on. And today, this most important step in your heart, the resolve is established that I'm going to go home to the purpose for which I am on this earth.
One of the most common obstacles you might face is wondering if God will forgive you for what you've done. You might be like the person who says, yeah, but you really don't know what I've done. And the first thing I would say is, no, I don't. But guess what? God does. And take it a step further. He even knew what you were going to do before you did it and still hung on a cross to forgive you for it. What you have to realize is that Jesus didn't go to the cross for certain people or certain sins. He died on the cross and was resurrected so that anyone who believes in Him would be saved. That's what John 3:16 tells us. And then in the very next verse, Jesus says He did not come into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him would be saved. So you need to be freed from the mindset that God can't or won't forgive you for what you've done. He loves you. He's on your side, and you can't do anything that'll separate you from His love. If this is a big struggle for you, I would talk to your coach about it today and maybe have them pray with you that God would remove that feeling of guilt or shame. All right, I hope that helps, and I want to make sure you connect with your coach right now, even if it's just letting them know that you watched the video today. I pray that you're having a great week so far and that the rest of the week will be even better. We'll see you tomorrow.